Welcome to Data Project Hub. In today's video, we will solve a SQL interview question which will test your knowledge of SQL functions. The question is, we are given an employee details table which has got 4 columns. Columns are employee ID, gender, email ID and department ID. Now we have to write a query to derive another column called email list to display all email ID concatenated with semicolon associated with each department ID, and it should be ordered by email ID in ascending order. So that is the requirement. For that, I have already created a table which is the employee details table. The DDL and DML to create the table will be provided in the description. You can create the table using that. Now execute this and we will get the table. So we have the table with 4 columns, which is employee ID, gender, email ID and department ID. The same table I have replicated in Excel with the expected output. We can go and see what is the expected output we are looking for. So this is the exact same table which we saw in SSMS, and this is the expected output which we are looking into. So when we go through the table and taking the column as department ID, we can see that, for example, department ID 104 is repeating 2 times. So this is the first record corresponding to department ID 104, and this is the second record corresponding to department ID 104. And when we see the email ID corresponding to that, we have john at the rate of mailg.com and louis at the rate of mailg.com. Now when we come to the result table, we have a department ID row corresponding to each department ID. We have a single row, and in the email list column, we have the email ID concatenated and separated by a semicolon. That is john at the rate of mailg.com semicolon, then louis at the rate of mailg.com. And also we have to make sure that the email within the email list column is ordered in ascending order. That is john at the rate of mailg.com should come first and louis should come second. That is, it is based on ascending order. And the same thing we can see in department ID 102. So riya comes first because as per ASCII precedence, riya should come first, and then comes sachin, and then comes susie. So similarly, we have to make sure that in our result, the order of the emails within the email list is in ascending order. Now let us go back to SSMS and see how we can get this exact same result. Let us start writing the query. We will start with a select clause. Select. Then the columns which we require are, the first column is department ID. Now the second thing that we are going to use is a function which is called the string aggregate function. So before writing the string aggregate function and the way in which we are going to use the function, let me show you the basic syntax for the same. So here is the basic syntax for string aggregate function. So this is the keyword for the string aggregate function, which is string underscore agg. Now we open and close a parenthesis, and inside that we specify the first parameter is the expression and the second one is the separator. In our case, our expression will be email ID column and the separator will be semicolon. And we have an order clause also here. So order clause is not necessary or it is not mandatory, but whenever the requirement says we have to order the result, we have to make use of the order clause. And within the order clause or in place of order clause, we have to use this within group and in parenthesis order by the specific column based on which we are ordering the particular result. Now let us make use of the same function and see how we can get the output. So we will copy and paste this syntax over here, and in place of expression, I'm going to write the email ID. That is the first parameter or expression we require. And the second is the separator, and in place of separator, we are taking the semicolon. Now this is the email list column, and this is taken from emp underscore details table. Also, we have to use a group by function or group by clause over here based on the department ID column. Now execute this and we will get the result which is not ordered, but the concatenation will happen here. So when we go through the result, we can see that we have a department ID column along with email list. But when we go through this result, we can see that for department ID, list of emails are actually not sorted. For that, now we are going to use the order clause for the string aggregate function. So here, after string aggregate, we are going to copy the same thing, which is within group order by, starting from within group to end of the parenthesis. Now we will replace the order by list expression and ascending or descending order with the expression we require. So here we have to order the result based on email ID, and the order should be ascending order. Now execute this and we will get the result. Execute. No other change we have to make here, and we have the result. Let me copy this result and let us go and compare this result with the result we have initially saw in Excel. So let us paste it over here. Now when we go through the table, we can see that we have the exact same result obtained. So for department ID 100, we have department ID 100 and eliza at the rate of yahoo.com, max at the rate of yahoo.com. The same thing we have in our expected result. So similarly, when we go through each department ID, we can see that we have obtained the same expected output. This is how we can concat values from multiple rows into single row. This is an important function and is used in multiple places and for different requirements. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more. Thank you.